Welcome to iTips channel. You own an Android smartphone? No doubt that you want it last longer. Let's see the software update policy from major Android mobile brands. Android basically has two types of updates, upgrades and patches. Upgrades usually once in a year, which makes your phone to move from one Android version to another. Patches means more frequently security patches which may be rolled out either monthly, bi-monthly or quarterly basis. It may contain feature updates. We shall look into mobile brands one by one. Coming first is Asus. Asus typically offers 2 upgrades and 2 years of security patches for its lineup. Typically, Asus does not release a great number of phones each year. On the other hand, they don't offer series of updates rather. 2 Android upgrades and 2 years of patches represents Google's recommended minimum for after purchase support. Next on the queue is Google. Google commits 3 upgrades and 3 years of security patches for most of its lineup. Google is one of the best companies when it comes to keeping its phones up to date and safe. In 2021, with the launch of the Google Pixel 6 series, the company revised its policy that it will support with 3 upgrades and 5 years of patches. On the list, next is Nokia. Typically offers 2 upgrades and 2 or 3 years of security patches for Nokia brands. Recently, the company has posted a page on its website to help people know how long their phones will receive upgrades and patches. For more details, check the link in the description. Now switching to Honor. Honor commits 2 upgrades and 2 years of security patches for its current lineup. Honor is a subsidiary of Huawei. Soon after the Huawei ban, it sold the Honor to an independent firm, making Honor its own brand. From then, Honor has released only a handful of phones. Next comes Motorola. Motorola flagships generally receive 2 software upgrades and 2 years of patches. Budget phones usually get 1 upgrade and 2 years of patches. The company has problematic past on the subject of phone upgrades. Finally, in 2022, it publicly promised to support 2 upgrades and 3 years of bi-monthly patches for its Edge 30 lineups. Check the link in the description. On the series comes Oneplus. Oneplus flagships would receive 3 upgrades and 4 years of patches. Mid-ranges in the Note series may get 2 upgrades and 3 years of patches. OnePlus breaks down its support criteria based on the class of device at hand. The more money you spend, the more support you will receive. The company has become well known for launching half-baked Android upgrades with sometimes devastating bugs. Let's know about Oppo. Oppo flagships X series receive 3 upgrades and 4 years of patches. Mid-ranges like FK, Reno and Neo series to get 2 upgrades and 4 years of patches. Budget mobiles A series to get only 1 upgrade and 3 years of patches. Down the line is Poco. Poco has no public commitment to upgrades and patches. Most of its phones see 2 years of overall support, including 2 upgrades. Poco does not make any overall promises for its phones. To its credit, it has historically delivered 2 upgrades to most of its devices. Here comes Realme. Realme phones, regardless of price, will likely come with 2 upgrades and 3 years of patches. Even in an interview with Realme CEO, the same was confirmed. Hope it will be the right time to subscribe the channel in order to get more stuffs real time. Next on our list comes Samsung. Majority of recent Samsung phones, including Galaxy S and A series, for example S21 FE and A53, to get 4 upgrades and 5 years of patches. Some older phones, for example A71, has support of 3 upgrades and 3 years of patches. No current Samsung phone has a promise weaker than 3 upgrades and 3 years of patches. Down the ladder is Vivo. Vivo has no stated software support commitment for the majority of its phones. The only exception is the latest Vivo X series. Vivo made a decent commitment to its newer flagship phones. saying it will deliver 3 years of upgrades and patches for it select models in the Vivo X series. Lastly, Xiaomi. Xiaomi has stated a policy of 2 years of security patches for its phones. However, it has no stated policy for upgrades. For its premium phones like Mi 11 and 12 series with flagships to get 3 upgrades and 4 years of patches. Phones outside of these, however, won't see that of a commitment. To summarize, Samsung is the leader when it comes to issuing phone upgrades for a significant period in a consistent and frequent basis. Meanwhile, Google occupies a comfortable second place. Oneplus, Oppo offers a decent update policies but only for their flagships. Even huge brands like Motorola, Asus and Realme can't meet the bar set by Samsung's budget line. Like the video and share among friends.